This is KGW News at noon.
And thanks for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Morgan Romero. A big day for people in Washington, especially if you love eating in restaurants and going to the gym. The entire state moves to phase 3 of Washington's reopening plan. This means restaurants, movie theaters, and other indoor spaces all can increase capacity to 50%. Larger indoor venues like concerts and school events can have up to 400 people, as long as masks and social distancing are enforced. Fans will also be able to go to sports events again. Steve Waddle is the owner of DuckTales Kitchen in Vancouver. He says the restaurant is closed today, but Tuesday they'll open to 50% capacity. He also says the changes allow him to bring 4 more employees back to work.
You know, this business is tough enough already any restaurant owner knows that. So it's just creates some hope and kind of helps me feel good that we've tried so hard to work through this so far.
The state evaluates cases and hospitalizations every 3 weeks. The next assessment will be April 12th. And today in Oregon, counties that have vaccinated most of their seniors 65 and up can move to the next eligible group. So that includes people 45 and older with underlying health conditions, as well as frontline workers. It also includes seasonal and migrant workers who are already on the job right now. Now that Oregon is speeding up its rollout, everyone 16 and older becomes eligible by May 1st. That was a directive from the federal government. OHA Director Patrick Allen says that covers about 2 million people. He says there will probably be enough doses.
As we've seen before, we know there will be temporary traffic jams as demand exceeds supply. We know it'll take a couple of weeks to get through the surge, but we can keep pace. If we receive approximately 250,000 or more first doses per week from the federal government starting in early April and continuing at that rate through the spring.
This week, Oregon will get roughly 192,000 doses. Allen said he does not see a significant increase in the next 3 weeks, but he is hopeful that that will change. And there's new hope that vaccines could be on the way soon. New trial results show the AstraZeneca vaccine is 79% effective in preventing symptomatic illness in the United States, Chile, and Peru trials, paving the way for it to apply for U.S. approval, making it the 4th vaccine approved here. The trial included 32,000 people across all ages. The drug maker says the vaccine, developed with Oxford University, was 100% effective against severe or critical disease, as well as hospitalizations. Let's head outside now. This is a live look from our Rose City sky cam. The clouds, those are beautiful out there. We got some blue sky, but it does sound like the rain is sticking around for now. Isn't that right, Rod?
It's not horrible. How's that for a start off?
Okay. It's a springy start.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Hey, we're getting some sun. The shower activity is scattered. So far, we have seen more inland than at the coast, and we still have snow down to below 3,000 feet in the Cascades and some snow out over the Blue Mountains as well. And a reminder that you could get caught in a downpour. See these yellow areas? There's one down south of Wilsonville. Some, pretty hefty showers indeed. Look at all the people. It's spring break, right? Out enjoying the walk on the beach in front of the big Haystack Rock. Of course, Cannon Beach Live. 47 is the temperature there. Most areas are at least getting partly cloudy skies in proximity. Here's Cathedral Ridge Winery out in Hood River. That's nice. West winds breezy at about 25 out in the gorge. And here's that downtown Portland shot again. We are at 50. I thought we'd be 49, 50. So we're right there. I don't think we warm up a ton. And if we try to get above 53, that's going to cause instability, which could actually fuel showers to pick up. Otherwise, I think once the sun goes down, we get into early evening hours, the rain chance quickly cuts off, and we have a nice dry night tonight. We'll talk about mountain snow. It's been the best day for mountain snow since the ice snowstorm back in mid-February. How about that?
All right, great week for skiing then. Thanks, Ron. This weekend saw healing around Portland and a demand to end hate against Asian Americans. Several events were held following the shootings in Atlanta, including one at Pioneer Square yesterday. Tim Gordon takes us there.
Lining the edge of Portland's living room, people held signs demanding the hate stop.
It's a time to say no to racial discrimination, hate crime, and the violence to all Asian Americans.
Hung Chen Zhao is president of the Oregon Chinese Coalition. He says this demonstration is one of many the coalition is supporting locally and across the state. Here, a mother brought her 4-year-old daughter, Nora.
Because I am a Chinese people.
It's a kid, like this is important for her, like everyone's equal. Yeah, it doesn't matter to like which skin, the color you have, it's important. Yeah.
Young, old, and in between, with the same message at the square.
I think that's we together, we can make a difference. We can make change.
A call to unify against a documented rise in violence against Asian Americans last year. And just over a week ago, continuing with the awful incidents in Atlanta, where 8 people were gunned down, including 6 women of Asian descent.
We need to stop the intimidation, discrimination, the fighting, the maiming, the killing of the innocent, law-abiding Asian Americans.
At another rally at the gates to Portland's historic Chinatown, a call to action.
It's time for all of us to stand united, raise our voice, and shout out, "Stop Asian hate now!"
This gathering by the Oregon Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association brought 2 Multnomah County commissioners, including Lori Stegman.
I was born in Seoul, South Korea. I was adopted when I was 6 months old. And this country is my home. And yet, many of us fear for our lives and our safety.
Stephen Ying came to Portland from Hong Kong 50 years ago. He says the Chinese way is normally quiet.
But this is the time we need to speak out and let our voice heard. We are not virus. Hatred is virus.
Tim Gordon, KGW News.
With spring here now, health officials expect reports of lead poisoning will go up, especially in kids. Why? Because people tend to do more home improvement projects this time of year. Lead paint was banned back in 1978, so homes built after that shouldn't have a problem. The Multnomah County Lead Line says it's best to call and ask for resources before starting a project. You can find lead testing kits and ways to vet contractors licensed in the state to deal with lead.